yesterday, and just what kind of identity or shape this team might be taking?
Good energy. First practice yesterday, it was awesome. We've been doing a lot of team building. We do the military training, and we've been hitting it a couple different times, and so that really showed up for us yesterday. Our underclassmen and freshmen have a really good voice with the team right now, so that's pretty exciting. As to identity, that probably won't come till the end of February, maybe March, sometimes postseason. You never know when it really shows up, but I like where we're at. Great leadership. Dev's been really instrumental in that side of it, and all our seniors, upperclassmen have been great with that. So when your freshmen can speak up, you know that there's a comfort going on within the team, and we're seeing that a lot with the unity side of it. So pretty cool.
You referenced a freshman group a couple times there. What has that group shown you through fall ball? What's kind of the expectations on your end from them going into February?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to step into some big roles that have been there, pretty consistent veteran-wise, in the circle and in the infield. I think when you have someone like Josie graduate, move on, that's a pretty big position. PK Mack at first base, another pretty big position that's touching the ball a lot. So it's not that your outfielders aren't missed; they're dearly missed. But the ones that are touching the ball a lot have a lot of experience in a lot of situations. And so our Issa Torres has been thrown into the fire a little bit. She's been great, but now the next step is to get into these games and have the game speed go and the expectations start to show up, and more people around watching you other than just practice, and how we handle those moments. And so from our first day of practice, I would say the ability to handle those moments is going to be good because they are really comfortable being one unit right now. And so I'm excited for their opportunities ahead.
Obviously, losing Catherine, but how the pitchers look so far, and to make that committee kind of season again?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been a committee by season probably since the JB Kinger time. I didn't really know it. We were going down that road, but definitely, I think the game of softball has kicked into that. But we definitely have been embracing that and growing with that part of it. So yeah, we've got some good ones. Of course, McKenna is someone that everyone saw last year, and I think more people would mark her on the circle of scouting us because she's been there. But that's not to say that Emma's going to come up big, Royalty's going to come up big, Danley, even Mimi, little freshman's going to come up big for us. So it's pretty exciting to know that they're going to have these moments that are going to challenge them ahead. But so did Kat when she was a freshman. Remembers your senior All-Americans leaving, but they don't remember how they grew. And so we're going to have to go through some growing moments. But, the team's excited for that, and I'm excited for that as a pitching coach.
Obviously, you guys play a very talented schedule. How much is that going to help the pitching staff when they get to the end of the season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these are the teams that you want to play in postseason that we have played in postseason. So, we're playing a very veteran Tennessee team, a very veteran UGA team. So, we may have a bullseye on our back from things that have happened in the last couple of years, but these are a lot of new faces to these situations. So I think they understand the levity of the games that we're playing, but they also know that they want to be in these moments. And the only way that you're going to learn to be in these moments, to play in these games in postseason, is to play them early on. And so we've been talking about it a lot. How do you play Florida State softball? How do you play your brand of softball? And then these are what these people are going to bring into it. And so playing a lot of offensive power teams, which is going to be a lot of fun for us.
Speaking to that standpoint of growth and integrating freshmen, how instrumental is it to be able to start your season every year at home with a weekend like the Joanne Graff Classic?
Yeah, I think obviously being home is where you want to be in postseason. And the reasons for that is the comforts of your own bed and your field, your fans, your family's comfort coming in. There's just so many pluses to it. And so being able to open up at home is just a great thing for us. We're also just very lucky that, the Clearwater tournament going on down there is close to us. So it's a bus ride. It's our home fan base. Like there's a lot of things going on the road. So the first month is really good for our growth in the talent that we're playing. I think the challenge of travel is when we go to Oregon, that's going to be the challenge of travel. So I think Travis does a really good job putting the schedule together for us to hit all those areas of growth for us for postseason. And just the Joanne Graff Classic, she's great. So, Coach Graff was here yesterday. She's going to come again next week. Like, she's absolutely just tremendous for us. And so we're really lucky to have her around. So, yeah.
With her being here yesterday, did she have a messaging to the team that she gave?
So she's helping me, and Kaylee Mudge is our intern right now. The fifth year, the super seniors, as they go through this, but we're trying to really reach out to our alumni, and we have such a history of alumni and very good, successful alumni and teams. So we're honoring the 2014 team this year. It's 10 years since the World Series with the 2014 team, but we want to keep connecting with the 70s and 80s. So her and Jeannie Martin have been our arms.
Oh my gosh, the baby
We'll be meeting once a week, and of course, you don't just work. You talk about stories and who's doing this, and so it's just been really, really cool for us to get to know her on a deeper level and the players that she works with.
So, Coach,
That's
obviously this is your honor, so congrats on the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
What do you think you're looking at for replacing at first base and short? Do you think it's going to be more of a platoon, or do you think you know who you want to put in there at this point?
I think positioning right now, there is a little bit of platooning, but I mean, it's going to come down to getting experiences and who's going to show up. Issa Torres has been great. She's a shortstop and she's coming in as a freshman. Andy Potter's transferring in from Mercer has been really good. Hartley's been great all around the infield from third short to second, getting after it. So, of course, you give opportunities here and there. And I think at first base, moved Amaya over there. She's been getting it. Bueno's a freshman, Angelique Bueno, so she's getting her chances. Kaylee Harding can go over there. So if Jason E's picking it and throwing it, then Harding can go over there. So it's offensive strategy mixed in with defense, mixed in with trying to get some opportunities. So platooning to me comes more towards strategic towards the end of the season, where right now it's just about finding out who we are and what we can do and giving moments of growth.
I know you have a lot of versatility on the roster. Are you going to be a little bit more strategic as far as left, right-hand matchups, that sort of thing? Or is it more just getting people in positions where they're comfortable and letting them go?
I think getting in positions where you gain comfort, may not be comfortable now, but we're going to try to gain some comfort to eventually figuring out how the matchup piece would work. So right now it's just let's go play. Let's see what you're capable of doing. Let's grow in these moments. Then strategically, when we're really getting to ACC play and we're trying to win 3-game series, what you've learned, now you start to work on your matchups and going from there.
What have you seen from Ashton Danley so far?
She's been incredible. You guys are going to see what a great talent she is. I think she's a future leader of this program for sure, a future captain of this program. She's very mature, very loving, got huge empathy for her teammates. And I think that goes a long way when you have someone that culture-minded. And being a core value of family is really important for us, but she's just really taken it to another level. And being a pitcher, that's really nice to have in the circle too. So she's a talent. She can hit, she can run, she can field it, she can pitch it. Definitely a talent, but she's got the glue, and I'm really excited to see her get out here and get after it.
From a health standpoint, are you in a pretty good spot going into preseason?
Yeah, we are. Kaylee Mudge had a little cleanup in her ankle, but she's in a good spot there. She's out running around right now. So pretty good. But yeah, no, we're pretty good. Even the old ladies are feeling good, so we're okay. Yeah.
Anything else?
It's awesome.
I've been noticing on the Instagram just in the off season that if you build it, they will come time lapse, kind of just of the changes to this flex, this field.
Yep.
Obviously, we walked by more construction
Yep.
today. How hands-on are you with that in deciding what happens here, and then also how does that excite the girls and you to see that development?
Yeah, I think we are very lucky to be really hands-on from fundraising side. I mean, we work really well hand in hand with the boosters organization, and Mr. Alfred is incredible about visionary stuff, so we can throw things by him. We're super close with a lot of our boosters, and so the ideas come from a lot of people. We want to live in this house and we want it to be comfortable, so the decking became a really cool opportunity to let people be comfortable but create this different, unique venue. And so that to see it to come to fruition now, it is really neat. And yet you still have this open air suite up top here on the right side, and growing the visibility. Don't have a ton of room here, but now you get down to the sides. People can lean over the fences. There's going to be really cool things there. So definitely hands-on on that sense. Our players, I think, Kaylee Mudge said it the best when she was interviewing some of the alumni. When she's reached out to these alumni and we're trying to tie this whole list together, how much they feel part of the growth. And so I don't think it hits home to our players too much because they're living in it right now until you get away and then you watch a game like the Super Regional with UGA. the amount of alumni were like, man, we were a part of building that. And I remember when we talked about the garage, and I remember when we talked about decking, and now it's being built. So the pride comes when you start to move away and you start to see that what you did here is now affecting the players that are playing here and for the future. And so we talk about the future a lot, is what Dev's doing now, 5 years from now, is going to be hugely impactful. She's loving it now, but she's really going to step away and see all the things that have changed and the growth, and that pride keeps going for us. Yeah. Thank you all.